what's happened in the last video.
There's a nail puller shoved into the sink drain. Pull it out? No. I don't need no nail puller. Oh my gosh, he's right here.
And here is more MrDudeManSir.
As soon as I was back in the hall, I felt my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The smell of death and decay was sticking to me, and still trying to snake its way into my nose. It was all I could do not to throw up on the spot. I hadn't eaten anything for hours, so I'm not even sure what I've actually thrown up, but I still felt like I had to, more strongly than ever before. Maybe it would have been best just to let it come out. I'm sure I would have felt better afterward. But I honestly didn't want to see my own vomit right now. After all the other disgusting things I'd seen, I had enough. Why has all this happened? So, at times like this especially, I really long for my big brother. If only he were here with me. I cried out for him as if I were in prayer. Big brother, please, come save me. Come save me. I can't move. Is somebody there? Is somebody there? Ah. It hurts. There was a little girl here with her arms outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side. What's wrong? Are you alright? She was faintly glowing. Is she a ghost? My stomach really hurts, and my chest feels like it's on fire. She seems to be in a lot of pain, but all I can do for her is... Here, I don't see any injuries. Is it painful? It hurts. All I could do with her was offer physical comfort. If I rubbed her back, maybe she'd feel better. Thanks. I'm sorry. This is all I know how to do. It feels a little better now. Gosh darn, cars, ruining the mood. Does it? I'm so glad to hear that. The girl grimaced again, as if we're experiencing some new pain all of a sudden. You shouldn't push yourself too hard, okay? Okay. So did you get lost in here too? I don't know. I just woke up in here. Woke up? And I've been so alone. Oh, so you've been all alone all this time? You've been a real trooper then. I gently brushed my hand against the little girl's face, wiping away her tears. It only just met her, but I already felt for her. She had it a lot worse than I did. So tell me, what's your name? Sachiko. Sachiko. Your name is Sachiko? Uh-huh. I'm Yuka. Yuka Mochida. Yuka. Big sister Yuka. Big sister? You want me to be your big sister? Oh, just a little weird to hear someone call me big sister, that's all. But I like it. I took Sachiko's tiny little hand in my own and pulled her to my feet. There we go. You can stand, right? Sachiko's hand was thin and light compared to my own. Not just light, it almost felt like it was completely weightless. I guess she really is a ghost. Sachiko noticed me staring at her, and I must have had quite a look on my face. This seemed to bother her, so I did my best to force a smile. I'm sure she was worried I'd leave her all by herself again, and I wanted to make sure she knew I was here for her. What's wrong, big sis? Huh? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about something else. I'm sorry. Sachiko lowered her head and looked all she was about to cry. Why are you apologizing? Because I think I'm a ghost. I'm different from you, big sis. So I'm sorry if I scare you. Was my fear really upsetting this little girl so much? That's terrible. I took Sachiko's hand in both of mine, turning it into her face and looking down with so her eyes were level. It's okay. I'm scared of ghosts, but I'm not scared of you. Promise. You're not scared? For real? No, I'm not. I'm not scared of you, Sachiko. Big sis, are you gonna leave me? I did have to think for a moment, since I know I couldn't take his ghost with me very far. But in the end, I also know I couldn't just leave her. Well, will you come with me to look for my big brother? Your big brother? Yeah. He's really kind, really dependable person. I'm sure he'll be really nice to you too, Sachiko. Her head was still down, but her eyes were peeking up at me. She looked nervous, but for the first time since we started talking, she also looked hopeful. You don't mind if Sachiko comes with you? Sure. You're not alone anymore. Yuka, your big sister's right here for you. That's actually the only time I think Sachiko's slightly cute. Yeah, she is. Honestly, I was lonely too. I probably wanted her with me just as badly as she wanted someone with her. Ghost or no. Come on, Sachiko. Let's go. I turned to head back down the hall, but was stopped by Sachiko tugging at my uniform. She was wearing a forced smile on her face, but still looked uneasy. Big sis, will you do what I say? What? You say? What was she going to tell me to do? I was so surprised by the question, I wasn't sure how best to respond. But the longer I thought about it, the more uneasy she looked, so... Your big sister will listen to any request you make. Really? Uh-huh. You can ask me anything you want, anytime. Okay. There was clearly something specific she had in mind, but I wasn't going to push her about it. She asked me when she was ready. She seemed satisfied with any answers and let go of my uniform, and so, hand in hand, we continued down the hall in search of my big brother. Well, that was nice. Now I have a little Sachiko following me and stuff. But I don't know where to go. I'd probably need to go to the death room and she'll be like, oh, my secret identity is exposed, time to kill you now, and stuff. It wouldn't be the best, but I bet that's what I need to do. Because I just went to the body pool. And, well, there's a little, like, you know, fetus. Not a fetus, but like a dead person here. Don't know why I thought of fetuses. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender or age. But there was a student ID name tag lodged in his eye socket, identifying these remains like as belonging to a male junior high student. Why are these name tags shoved in like the weirdest places? I didn't get to read the name. Gosh darn it, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Do I go to the end of this hall? I'm gonna go to the death room and see if Sachiko's going to reveal a secret identity. It's not in like a good way. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm secretly Spider-Man or Superman. It's just gonna be like, haha, I'm secretly your death-bringing person. I guess Big Brother really isn't in here. I guess not. So let's go. Have you seen anyone else in here besides me? Uh-huh. That's all she said. And silently, she squatted on the ground and wrapped her arms around her knees. What's wrong? Are you hurt? Big sis, I'm cold. You're cold. She nodded firmly, almost exaggeratedly. I guess that makes sense. If a ghost can feel pain, there's no reason she couldn't feel the changes in temperature. Poor girl. As if to show me how cold she was, she then started visibly shivering. A bird. Hey Sachiko. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? Anything? Uh-huh. You've been through so much already, so I don't want you to go through anything else. So if I can help, just tell me. In that case, can I have those? She's pointing at my feet. My socks? This is the first time I noticed that Sachiko is walking around barefoot. Ah. I'm so busy worrying about myself. And about finding my big brother that I did completely fail to pay attention to the poor Sachiko's appearance. I'm sorry. I didn't notice earlier. It's alright. Sachiko shook her head. If I'm supposed to be her big sister, I really need to be more observant. I need to pay more attention. If I were big brother, I would have noticed right away and given her my shoes. But it wasn't too late. I took off my shoes and socks and offered them to Sachiko. They were a little wet, but still better than walking on these cold dirt floors and bare feet. I didn't really like the idea of doing that myself, but just one look at this poor lost soul's making form convinced me I was doing the right thing. Thank you, big sis. Sachiko just took the socks and leaving the shoes in my hand. Are you okay with socks, Sachiko? You don't want to wear the shoes over them? I'm okay. If I took both, then you'd be barefoot. She flashed a gentle smile at me, which stayed on my face the whole time when she slowly put both my socks. Her face. I said my face. I meant her face. I don't want my big sister Yuka to get hurt after all. Well, that's very thoughtful of you, Sachiko. I patted her head, just like my big brother always did to me. I love you, big sis. Her smile had grown. It now stretched from cheek to cheek, and I began to feel like I'd do anything at all to keep her happy. I wonder if this was what Big Brother felt when I smiled at him like that. Let's do our best in here, Sachiko. Despite the severity of the situation, I was in high spirits. I almost forgot how horrible this place really was. Do our best? Let's do our best to find Big Brother. Sachiko, did you just say something? I thought that was a giggle, but it sounded different somehow. Like her voice had changed to someone else's, or someone else was here. I mean, you're so cute. I just want to mess you right up. Wait, what now? What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing at all. I guess it was my imagination then. What is it like usually say in the movies? Must have been the wind. Not too likely in a stagnant underground bunker like this, but still. I think I'm just getting paranoid. I need to pull myself together. I'm a big sister after all. I put on the bravest face I could manage and marched back through the hall, pausing only to make sure Sachiko was still behind me. Well, I thought that was gonna be like the end of the chapter. I was gonna all die and stuff. I don't know. Does she need to like use the restroom or something? Do you want that, Sachiko? You seem to want like all the stuff. You even took my feet. Well, I thought you were gonna take my feet, but all you wanted was my shoes. Actually, socks, but that's better. I thought you just be like, I want your feet. You just like chop them off and take them from me and stuff, and then they stab me in the throat. So, yeah, look, she needed this pee and stuff. Big sis, what is it? Is something wrong? These my feet. My feet hurt. Your feet? The soles of Sachiko's feet seemed to be bothering her quite a bit. As I stood there, I noticed she was fidgeting in place, trying not to stand on them. I guess they would hurt, huh? You've been walking around in the socks after all. She said nothing else. She just stared at my feet. She seemed to want my shoes now, but I didn't want to say anything since I offered them earlier and she turned them down. She just smiled and decided to offer them again. Do I wear my shoes? Is that okay? Of course. We wouldn't want to get her hurt anymore now, would we? What about you, big sis? I'm your big sister, so I'll be fine. I wouldn't accept any objections. I just took off my shoes and handed them to Sachiko without another word. Cheerfully, she slipped them on over my socks. They were a bit big on her, but I knew she'd feel better just having them. Thank you. I'm really happy now. Let's get going then, okay? Sachiko wasn't used to such a big, floppy shoes. She took one step and stumbled forward. Are you alright? Here, you can take my hand. Okay, big sister Yuka, I love you. This is actually kind of an uplifting story in Corpse Party. Holy crap, I never thought this would actually happen. Sachiko. I've already looked in here. There was nothing to find. Let's head back, okay? Oh, really? So is this like Sachiko's like last stand or something? Whenever all else fails or that guy just doesn't kill people, she like turns into this little girl and like you know, gets their trust and everything, then brings them to the room and slaughters them and stuff? Is that her like plan? It's a bad plan. Actually, it's a good plan, but bad for us and stuff. Is it really okay to keep going on like this? Let's go this way. Sachiko is pointing down the hall, toward the spot where the earthquake had dropped me. This way. Is there something over there? I don't know. But come on in. Come on. What was this sound? I want to go in there. In there, but that room is locked. It just made it sound like it unlocked. Is there something in there? Please, I want to go in. Well, alright, let's see what's inside then. Sachiko nodded firmly and practically dragged me by the hand over to the door and the entry point to this underground maze. Wow, this room is pretty big. Over there. Energetic as can be, Sachiko pulled me farther into the darkened room. Sachiko, wait! Ow! Suddenly I felt a sharp pain in the sole of my foot and looked down to see what stepped in. A nail. The floor was actually kind of a mess. It was bumpy and uneven, and there were all kinds of tiny, sharp-looking objects scattering around everywhere. Not just old rusty nails, but bits of glass, loose wooden boards, and jagged edges of splinters all over them. And plenty else I couldn't even identify. I'm bleeding. So cute. Sachiko? What's wrong, Big Sis? Huh? You're over there? So what was that voice I just heard? Huh. This is weird. I don't know what I'll be thinking right now. I really do not even. I know there's a body right there, and it looks like its head is unnaturally proportional to its body. There's a set of bleached white bones in a heap up against the wall. It's so tiny. Probably just a child, with a freaking gigantic head. Oh yeah, Sachiko, how old are you? How old am I? Yeah, like, what age are you? You're in elementary school, right? I don't know, I can't remember. Oh, I'm sorry. Sachiko just stood there with her head hung low and took a look of disdain on her face. She didn't say another word. It seemed safe to assume that she probably didn't have any memories from when she was alive at all. No, I'm sorry I asked. Don't worry about it, please. Okay, sorry. Looking a bit closer in the pile of bones, there's a student ID name tag jutting out from the victim's ribcage, identifying her as female. Resonance Elementary School, Yukari Sekia. Huh. Is there anything else to do in this room? Okay, there's a little radio. Well, there's actually like a... What is it? Is it like an air conditioner? How? It's weird. There's a table, though. There's a desk in the corner of the room. Something seems to have fallen underneath of it. What's that? It, looks like an old instant camera. What is an instant camera? Sachiko bent down and lifted the camera gingerly as if it was some kind of rare treasure. Then she pointed it at me and pressed the shutter button. That was bright. Gah, right. That startled me. Looks like it still works. May I have it? Sure, but isn't it heavy? That's okay, I'm happy. Freaking holy crap, is she like bringing me around amassing stuff that she can kill me with? Like now I have like a bleeding foot and stuff? She like took my shoes so I get bled on? Is she gonna like smack me in the face with a little like camera now or something? Okay, yeah, I understand. There's nothing else in here, is there? Is there? Maybe? Oh, there's little mattresses and stuff. There's a stack of folded up Japanese style futons. Big sis, Sachiko is child? Tired. Do you want to take a quick nap on these futons? Huh. Carefully tiptoeing across the litter-strewn floor, nursing my sore, bloodied foot the whole time, I shake my way over to the futons. I didn't much like the idea of sleeping in the same room as a dead child, but I had to admit I was pretty exhausted as well. They're a little damp and musty, but if I laid them down, we can at least get him off her feet for a while. I'm so sleepy. Okay, I'll let yours right out now. As soon as the futon was on the ground, as flat as it would go, Sachiko sprouted on it. It wasn't long before I started drooping. Yay, futon! Just seeing the innocent little girl joyously stretching out to take a nap was lifting my spirits and renewing my hope. I'm so glad Sachiko is here with me. Thank you, Big Sis. Thank you, too, Sachiko. I don't know what it would do if it weren't here with me. She really must have been tired. She was out like a light the second her head touched the bedding. She's so cute. Aww. I should sleep too. I've been walking a lot. I hope that when I wake up, I'm back at home. I woke to find myself being shaken. Sachiko was trying to get me up, and her expression had gone white as a sheet. Big Sis! Big Sis! What is it? She was on the verge of tears. Something seemed to have really spooked her. Did that huge man find us? Was she attacked? It's okay, tell me what happened, nice and slow. I lost my hairpin. Your hairpin? When I woke up, it was gone. Okay, so that's all then. That's all? I'm sorry, I thought it might have been something more scary. Where did you lose it? If we look, I'm sure we'll find it. The two of us searched every last inch of the room, me with a wounded foot, but we came up empty-handed. Sachiko, is there anything your big sister can do for you? The entire time we searched, Sachiko hadn't said a word. I was hoping invoking our sisterly bond might help cheer us up. Hair keeps getting my eyes, and it hurts. Give me that thing you're wearing. She raised her right hand slowly and pointed to my headband. That's, I'm sorry, but that's one thing I can't give away. As soon as I refused, Sachiko let out a faint, otherworldly groan. And stuff. In the next moment, her face distorted and changed. She no longer looked like an innocent little girl. She looked well and truly like a demon now. Sachiko? Give it to me. Give it to me!
That's what she said.
The look in her eyes alone sent chills down my spine. These were the eyes of someone who meant harm. And was perfectly capable of inflicting many death-inflicting things all over my inflicting body, inflicting them. What do I do? Give her the headband? Probably. I'm gonna save first. I don't want to like redo like an hour worth of stuff. How much stuff do I have to redo? It would be, let me see, I'm gonna like save right now. But what does it do? Okay, I would have to redo like 20 minutes of, actually 30 minutes of stuff. That's bad. Give it. I guess we don't have much choice. Is it like is it Sato she gave her the headband or something, or is it just like a headband? She's like, I don't want to give you that headband. I pulled the headband from my hair and handed it to Sachiko. I basically shut down at this point. My instincts had taken over. I was running out on autopilot. The act of handing over the headband was almost robotic. That was far removed from the innocent giggle I'd heard up to now. But I didn't even care. I was done. Whatever she wanted, I'd give her. Whatever she asked me to do, I'd do. It makes you that happy, doesn't it? I'm so glad. The second that I said that, Sachiko stopped laughing, as if to say, if you're glad, then didn't that make me happy at all? Hey, can I have your hair? What in the world are you saying that for? Didn't you just complain about having too much hair? My hair? Yeah, Big Sis's hair. Sachiko wants your hair. How is that supposed to work? Sachiko got up on her tiptoes and stretched herself as tall as she could manage, and clamped down on her hair with her tiny hands and began pulling. Instantly, my entire world was in pain. I was screaming and crying, and just wanted to roll around on the floor until it went all the way. It went all the way. I was agonizing. It hurts. It hurts. I could feel something warm running down my cheek, from the top of my head to my chin. There were 2 streams, then 3, 4. Blood. It wasn't just the hair Sachiko had pulled out of my head. Somehow, those tiny hands of hers had basically scalped me. How could a little girl have that much strength in her? The entire top half of my head throbbed. If I had a mirror, I knew I'd probably faint just from the seeing itself of it. The pain was making me dizzy. I was probably losing a lot of blood. I knew I'd pass out sooner or later, so I called out for my big brother. I have no idea if I'd actually made any sound, but in my head, I was screaming. Big brother. Big brother. Big brother. Please. Save me. What happened? My legs feel heavy. Big sis? Are you okay? I'm a big sister now. I have to pull myself together. What should I take from you next? After all this, why was I still doing what she told me to do? Why was I still listening to her? A wave of sadness washed over me. I accidentally skipped it, and that's making me sad. Sachiko was someone to be feared. If only I'd figured that out a little sooner. Big brother. How long have I been walking, I wondered. Sachiko. Are you still okay to walk? I was following Sachiko despite myself. I had no idea how much time had passed, but it felt like an eternity. And she completely stopped answering any of my questions. I guess that's enough. She came to a halt. What's wrong, Sachiko? She turned and looked at me with her wide, innocent eyes. There's something Sachiko wants you to give her. What is it? What was it going to be at this time? I honestly didn't want to know, but the question came out of my mouth anyway, and so did this. Whatever it is you want, Sachiko, you can have it just for you. Well, in that case... Can I have your life? What? Life? Somehow, some part of me knew that was coming. It's only a matter of time. I can't give you. Once again, I couldn't seem to control the words coming out of my mouth. Just said whatever I wanted to say, regardless of how I felt. You may have my life. She was laughing again. It was wild, crazy laughter. She was ecstatic. No. No. Why not? You said you'd give me anything I wanted. Because you're my big sister, right? Sachiko's smile was seen the twinkle in the dull light of the corridor. She had the face of an angel. But it was just a mask. I'm scared. I'm scared, I'm scared. No, please. I mustered all the strength I had, trying with whatever life was left in me to denounce the words and resist her pull. There was no hope for me anymore, but I still clung to what I could. If I could just reject her statement and tell her she was wrong. No. Please, no. Huh? Please don't joke about things like that. Okay? Let's just hurry and find my big brother. Big brother will be able to help us out somehow. I know he will. So let's just keep searching. Your big brother. That's right. I'll never be like my big brother, but I'll try my best. Big brother this and big brother that. God, you're annoying. Just give it to me. I'm going to kill you. Kill you, kill you, kill you. I'll make you wrap those hands around your neck and die. Just die already. Sachiko. My body shook and spasmed uncontrollably. I was being overtaken by an invisible force. It was compelling me to speak, to say what would be my very last words on this earth. A suicide note, when you get right down to it. I guess there's nothing I can do, okay? I'll give it to you. I'll give my life to you, Sachiko. It's all yours. It was instantaneous. With one single blow, my skull was cracked wide open, and blood splattered far and wide. I could feel blood trickling out of my nostrils and my right ear. My brain was jutting out from inside my head, fully exposed to the air. But I was still conscious. I could still feel everything. I saw a bright flash of light and realized she'd just taken my picture with that instant camera she'd been holding on to. What a pretty picture this is. I'll title it Lowly Woman. Sachiko was such a cute little girl before, but now her face was twisted into a hateful, spiteful grimace as she looked down on me in contempt. You know, how about this to show this the big brother? You told me I could have anything I wanted, right? Well, he's my big brother now. Sachiko began petting my sticky, matted head with her coarse, stick hands in a mockery of my previous gentleness with her. What a filthy face. Getting this is my goal all along, you know. My scrap of paper. From the charm. I want to play with you again, big sis. So I'll spare you from your fate, for now. Let's do this again real soon. Big Sister Yuka. Well, freaking holy crap. That was terrible. Holy crap, that was... I don't even know what to say, that was just terrible. No. The entire time I was just expecting it to end. Be a bad end sometime or another, but... Gosh darn it. It's just... Holy crap. That was bad. That was really, really bad. I cannot believe that. I really was not expecting that. I really genuinely was not expecting something like that. However, I now have some more soulful testimonies of Yuka herself. So, let's get over top of this and click it.
日のためにいっぱい練習しました。どうか聞いてください。歌です。赤く染まる祈り。お兄ちゃんが呼んでいる。それではありがとうございました。さようなら。
Well, that was cute. That was good. That really was. That actually cheered me up. I'm having a smile on my face and stuff. That was actually exactly what I needed for the end of this chapter. Well, I think it's good enough time to end off this video. It was a really good one as well. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was. I'm not even going. It's good. That's it. That's good. Okay. Okay. So, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this thing. I hope you thought it was really good as well. And also, you know, I hope you thought that Yuka was all like cute and stuff in her little like thing. It was nice. She was like sang a song for us because I beat the chapter. It was a very nice song as well. So, goodbye.